What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're gonna be talking about Grand Cross as a whole, and my take on, is the game dying? What can Netmarble be doing to actually improve the game? Basically, just my thoughts on the game at the moment, because I know a lot of people have been giving their opinions on the game. If you guys don't know, Seaton actually made a video discussing his burnt out of playing Grand Cross, and even Beats, I saw he made his Grand Cross dying video. So in my video, I kind of just wanted to spew my thoughts and talk with you guys about the game, and let you guys know basically how I go about playing Grand Cross, and if I'm still enjoying the game, so on and so forth. So let's actually hop into the video. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I'm on my Grand Cross, and the thing is, I really enjoy Grand Cross, okay? I think this game is still probably the best gacha game on the market, if anything. In terms of what you get, the gameplay, the mechanics, everything about Grand Cross is just so good. And that's what hooked me since day one. Since day one of the game, I've been hooked on playing Grand Cross, man. It's honestly the best gacha game I've ever played, right? The only thing, or there's not the only thing, but there's multiple things that I wanted to go over in this video that are a talking point for Netmarble, and things they need to actually change. Because one thing right now is going to be the rates of banners. I feel like it's been almost 2 years now, right? Seaton made this as a really big point in the game, or in his video, but the rates in this game are actually super bad. And I understand there's pity, I understand there's guaranteed SSR, there's pity, but there's actually just not good rates in this game. So the ReZero collab is out right now as I'm recording this video, and as you guys can see, they called this rate up, by the way, on 3% rates, right? 3% total. You're getting 0.25% for each of the new ReZero characters, right? Totaling a 1% drop rate. So if you pull a SSR on this ReZero collab banner, you have a 33% chance that that SSR will be a ReZero collab character. Is that rate up? Is that truly rate up? You know what I mean? That's not rate up, in my opinion. I remember banners, old banners on Grand Cross, they were never really truly rate up either, but at least there were 0.5 rates for the brand new characters, you know what I mean? I think that's what got most of it. And I don't have an issue with festival banners being all the same rates for every character, because I feel those units are more exclusive, and in pulling for those banners, there's also a lot of good unfeatured. I think that's just part of it, right? That's just part of that banner. But I feel overall they need to turn up the rates in general. I would say at this point, Grand Cross, especially with Super Awakening and what's it called, in the coin shop being a thing. The coin shop, for any of you guys that don't know, used to be if you started after Super Awakening dropped, the coin shop used to be the main place where people were using their coins, man. You would summon on a banner, and you would have 5 to 7 coins depending on what kind of character you wanted to get. You would pick up a red go through dupe, you would pick up a green Merlin dupe, you would pick up maybe a coin shop commandment if you really felt it, you know what I mean? That was just the time where you actually felt good as a free to play player. And man, nowadays all your coins are going towards Super Awakening. You're not buying anyone in the coin shop. It's just not worth it. There's no reason to buy anyone in the coin shop. That is another issue with the game. It's just the coin shop system is ruined because of Super Awakening. Super Awakening really I feel was a really big issue, because it takes all your coins. It requires you to use all your coins on boosting your characters to make them relevant in PvP. If you don't have your character Super Awakened to the max, they're not going to be relevant. It's just simple as that. You can't go into PvP expecting to win, and especially climbing really high, unless you have a maxed out character with maxed out cosmetics, maxed out gear, all of that. You actually just have to have it all maxed out. If I was to take just as an example, if I was to take my Nanashi here, okay, I clicked on Gurad. If I was to take my Nanashi here, he's 1-star SA, right? Nothing crazy. He's 1 into 6. He's only, this is with what gear? This is just a regular HP defense set, and he's only at 33,000 CC, right? I could not take this Nanashi into PvP if I wanted to compete, just because Nanashi is not going to be able to, output the damage. He's not going to be able to tank. His stats in general, because he's only SA1, is not going to reflect a unit that is SA5. And because of that, you're forced to actually use your coins that you get for dupes of units and actually feed them as Super Awakening, man. So that's another underlying issue in Grand Cross, right? So we talked about the rates being really bad. They need to up the rates. I would say personally that they need to up the rates to 5%, 6%. I think that's a pretty good a pretty good middle ground. And then I also think that rate up should at least get the banner units featured to at least half of the percent. So like if we're talking this banner right here, these rate up characters should have been 1.5% total, in my opinion. I think like 1.5% out of 3% is still rate up, because that's half the banner you have a chance at the new characters. I think the KOF collaboration, when it had Green Gulther, they actually did have rate up, if I'm not mistaken. Like they actually were half the banner percent, which was not bad, and it also had Green Gulther on the banner as well. I think that was like a really good middle ground in what Grand Cross could do, but I definitely think they should increase the rates and increase the actual rate up itself. So we went over Super Awakening characters, coin shop, and the character and the summoning rates, right? The next thing I wanted to go over is going to be content in Grand Cross, because as you guys know, I've been memeing this the past like 2-3 weeks now, but every time we get a dead week, it's actually a dead week. There's no content. There's actually just no content. This week we had 2 lines of text. We had 2 lines of text. I fell asleep for that, that patch notes, right? And I made a community post about it, because I was just like, yo, I'm sorry guys, I missed the community post. But I checked the thing. I was thinking maybe they would drop Belmos on the dead week, maybe give us time to like farm up the Belmos raid, till it comes out, right? And nothing happened with that. Actually, nothing happened. We got 2 lines of text. It was like 100% deathmatch rate up, and then some like Visal super success or something like that. It was just, bro, there was nothing. There was actually just nothing on Grand Cross to do, right? The content was dry. It was literally a dead week, right? There was nothing to do. If you completed the entire V0 collaboration event on week 1, week 2, you had nothing to do. You actually just had nothing to do. The only thing you'd be doing on Grand Cross every day would be doing your dailies at the very most. But honestly, I'll let you guys know right now, I don't really do my dailies unless it's for the diamond dailies, because I just cannot be bothered anymore. I used to do them every single day because I felt like I wanted to like boost my account. I wanted to get all the dailies, because there's a lot of stuff here that's like really good. Like, so sometimes I don't even do the Fort Soldiers run, even if it gives me a Super Awakening coin. Like even the deathmatch clearing thing, I don't even do this. I do PvP just because to get it out of the way, but like the rest of this stuff I don't really delve in. Like I kind of just do. So I kind of just do like the most important things, being the PvP, the free stage, and then more PvP, right? So that's just my take on dailies. There isn't really, meaningful rewards. That's what the scene was saying, you know what I mean? There wasn't really any meaningful rewards and meaningful content. The thing is too, I feel like with their tower trials, like seasons that they haven't done yet, I think they should be releasing them like every dead week, just to give us something to do. Because if they're releasing it during a week where there's like a banner, that's the only time we ever have content. I think they need a middle ground. Netmarble needs to understand that a dead week is meant for us to save our gems, right? It's for the free-to-play players to save our gems, also give us more content for us to do things in the game. And if we have a dead week where there's nothing to do and it's just dailies for the rest of the week, that's not really like, there's no point, you know what I mean? There is really no point. They give us like no rewards. There's nothing to do that week. Everyone feels burnt out, and they're like, oh, is Grand Cross dying now just because we have no content, right? Like that's just super like crazy, man. I'm just shocked. Like there's actually just no content. You know what I mean? Like at least when we had like banners every single week, like back when Netmarble used to do it that way, well, I feel like we had content those times. Like it felt more like enjoyable playing Grand Cross. You know what I mean? I feel like we definitely had more content back in the day. But now it's just been like they listened to scenes feedback for making it a banner every other week. But they didn't really understand that giving us dead weeks means that they have to give us content, and they don't give us any content in those dead weeks, man. It's just crazy. And then the next thing as well is PvP. I saw Scene brought up a good point in PvP, that the only time they ever updated PvP, by the way, is the PvP shop, and it's just overpriced. I'm watching Scene's video and I'm there like, yo, Scene must have a ton of these like PvP coins, right? If he's just a whale, he's chilling, he's buying all this stuff in the shop, he can't buy anything. He's only buying anvils here. That's like his best value thing to buy in the shop. And the thing is, everything else in the shop is just overpriced. 6,000 coins for one SA coin. For one SA coin. And you know how much you get for getting high tier in PvP? If you push your ass to Challenger, what are you getting? If you push your ass to Challenger, you're getting 3,000. That's half a Super Awakening coin. Half a Super Awakening coin, man. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? I think they actually just need to like overhaul the rewards in general. If they're going to be overpricing things in the shop, then I don't think there's a reason for them to have the rewards so low in the actual PvP area, man. There's no reason to have it that low, right? There's actually just no reason. And then for ungeared PvP, Seam didn't even bring this up in his video, but I feel like ungeared PvP, Netmarble needs to up the gems that we get per week. Because I feel like, okay, 60 gems a week obviously is very good, right? You know, that's 2 multis a week. But we've had this system since game launch, and nothing has changed about it. You know what I mean? You always grind a champion 1 every single week. You get your 60 diamonds, you rinse and repeat. There needs to be something that like motivates us to kind of push. Maybe like on a dead week they give us like, you know, double diamonds on champion 1 maybe, so everyone's pushing for champion 1. I don't know what they could do, but they could do some PvP events that actually give you more incentive to play the game other than just to get the champion 1. And another thing too is a lot of people just sit in champion 5 and just get their 50 diamonds. So if they added like something where like you double your diamonds if you get the champion 1, like you get 120 diamonds for this 1 week if you push the champion 1, that would be super enjoyable for people. You know what I mean? Everyone going to champion 1, getting their diamonds, and then all the free-to-play players as well, if they're able to get there, they have, you know, like a goal to achieve, and they're also getting diamonds as well. Like, that's just something they could do. Netmarble has options, man. They really do. So that's basically that. The next thing I wanted to go over is character balance in the game. I think that Netmarble went overboard with the one Escanor, in my opinion. I think that he should have been, the one thing in his passive that I feel should have been changed is the debuff immunity. This shit is just not fair. And I know everyone playing PvP right now does not have fun because of the one Escanor, right? The one Escanor really was, and honestly, I thought it was Goss Elizabeth initially. But after playing like months with Goss Elizabeth compared to playing with the one Escanor since release, the one Escanor has been the main issue because he's the one-shotting everyone on your team. He doesn't, you know, there's no like brain, like knowledge, what's the word, bro? There's no like thought. There you go. I'm just brain dead right now. My bad. There's no like thought when using the one Escanor, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, you're a glue eater if you run the one Escanor. It's simple as that. Like if we're running this team, we're going in and we're bonking people, we're ranking up, we're doing the most, you know what I mean? And it's not like, it's just not a fun meta, I think. Honestly, I think they went too crazy with the one Escanor, and I feel like that's part of it too. People are just getting burnt out of PvP because the one Escanor is just going rampant, and there actually is just like, you know, there's obviously we have like the Merlin team and the ReZero team, but the ReZero team, even when you have like the freezes, like when I run Amelia in my ReZero team, like I'll show you guys on my thing, when I run the Amelia ReZero team, on the 3rd turn, the one Escanor, regardless of how many freezes I have on Amelia and how many stuns I have with Goss Elizabeth, there is nothing that I can do on the 3rd turn just because the one's gonna get debuff immunity, one-shot all my units, and then full heal. You know what I mean? There's actually just nothing I can do. So I don't know like how they're gonna go about adjusting PvP to make it more enjoyable for people, because I feel like it is a little stale right now just because the one is doing that. But they definitely need to like either introduce a unit that kind of just like, you know, makes the one's debuff immunity get like invalid or something. I don't know, because I feel like the debuff immunity that the one has is the only main issue about him. The rest of his kit is perfectly fine. I think like having the big damage with him is fine if you just make it so that he's able to be attack sealed or stunned or petrified. Anything like that will make it, you know, some counterplay to the one Escanor if he's going crazy, you know what I mean? So that's basically all my thoughts on Grand Cross right now, guys. One last thing though I wanted to talk about is me spending on the game. I honestly, like, the only time I really spend on Grand Cross is for the cheap packs. I don't really buy crazy packs like these unless it's for something special like the ReZero collaboration. I really am like, I'd say like of the YouTubers, I'm probably like not the cheapest, but like, you know, the most light spender YouTuber there is, you know what I mean? In terms of the grand scheme of things. I only really buy weekly and monthlies just because those are the ones that give me the best value over time, right? And I don't really buy like, you know, the major packs unless like a festival unit drops or a collab banner drops. That's the only time I ever really buy like actual diamond packs or the ticket packs, you know what I mean? So You know, recently I haven't really been buying packs as well, just because I'm getting diamonds back from my ReZero banner, and I think I'll be fine summoning on Zeldris. I'm only going to go like one rotation anyway, so it's not going to be anything crazy. But that's basically going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about Netmarble and Grand Cross right now, and what do you think they could do to improve the game and keep the player base engaged? So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and have a great rest of your day.